YouTube, it's your boy X back today with another video. And in today's video, I'm gonna be telling you the 5 things that you should never do with your credit. So the first thing you don't want to do is you don't want to use your personal credit report to go get iPhones to go sell. Let me tell you why. When you go get these iPhones, what's gonna happen is they're gonna put a bill on your credit. So let's say that 6 months comes down the line and you're ready to use your credit again for whatever reason you may need it for. Boom, now all those collections just hit your credit report. You have to go through credit repair all over again. Now the thing about the phones is that it doesn't give you any cash flow after you sell it once. You sell the phone and you might get $1,000. Your bill is gonna be $2,000 or $3,000. So you're gonna be negatively cash flowing just by selling that phone for one time. What you need to do is build your credit report out. You need to either invest in real estate or you need to invest into assets like this, a car. Don't get this car though when you first start out, because this car is a loan on it and it has it's about $400 a month. What you need to do is get a $10,000 credit card and go buy a car for like $3,000 to $5,000 and rent that thing out for $350 a week to anybody who needs it, like Uber deliveries, Instacart, all those people like that. Those people are working every day and they need that car to work. Now, what I first started doing was I started renting my cars out on Turo. I learned the business model, but I realized that Turo take out like 80% of the funds that I was making. In reality, a business cannot survive like that. So yes, they do all the marketing, they do all of those things, but it's not what you want to do. You need to find your niche and you need to market to them. That goes right into number 2. If you do get good credit and you spent 6 months or however long it took you to build your credit, do not go ruin your credit by just getting loans. Just because you can get access to a loan or get access to a car does not mean that that's what you should do. You need to have a game plan. So what are you going to use that cash for if you get a loan? A lot of people come to me and they say, I need funding. Well, what do you want the funding for? Well, I just want the money. That's exactly how you go bankrupt in your business. You just want money. A business is not about money. A business end result is money from providing a service and creating a transition for someone's life. That's where the money comes from. So what you need to do is you need to figure out what are you going to use your funds for in order to make 2 or 3 times your money back. That's how you need to think when you're using credit. Especially if you don't have a job or if you don't have any other income, your credit it can go down quick. So what you need to do is get the max amount of funding that you can get and put that into something like real estate or some type of business that you know has a return. Now, the thing about investing is that you don't have to do the business yourself. If you already have a business that you're running, what you can do is use those business credit cards as a way to exponentially scale your company. So if you need marketing or if you need computers or if you need anything for your business, that's what you use your business funding for. Now, number 3, whenever you do go apply for different things, if you go to the dealership, do not let them run your credit through the mud. Anytime you go to a dealership, they will tell you, we need to do a credit application for you. Now, what that's going to do is basically just give you hella inquiries, and before you walk in there, you should know if you're going to get approved or not. Develop a relationship with the bank that gives out good auto loans. So 2 banks that I can refer you to is Ava Financial and Bank of America. Those banks give out multiple auto loans for someone who has good credit, especially if you have a business. So with Bank of America, I think you can get up to like 4 cars, and it's around 75,000 limits. Go to these banks and get a pre-approval letter and use that pre-approval letter whenever you're applying for these cars. Do not let them run your credit through the mud. You just spent all that time, all that hard work and effort to get your credit perfect, and then you just let a dealership run your credit. No, don't do it. 4th thing, do not let other people use your credit just because you have access to money. Once you start getting your credit, the real true way of getting wealthy is by teaching the people around you to get wealthy. So instead of saying, oh bro, I got 15K and you gatekeeping, no, you need to spread that to your friends, your family, anybody else who is around you. And there's 2 main reasons why. The first reason is because if you're the only person that has something and everybody else around you doesn't have anything, you can create a sense of envy in your life, and that's not what you want. What you need to do is you need to be a person who is generous, because you realize that your life is abundant. If you create abundance in your life, everything will be abundant. So once you realize that you can get $15,000 on a credit card, or you can get a new car for 50 bands, what you need to do is spread that to other people around you. It's a little bit tricky because you have to figure out where everybody is mentally. The way that money really comes to you in life is by your mindset. So if these people don't have a good mindset about money, then you have to teach them that too. It's not just, oh, well, I got 15K credit, I added these trade lines. It's not just that. It goes into how you think about money too. So you have to be the person in your life, or the person in other people's life, that didn't hold back. You're not sitting there gatekeeping, bro. There's no reason to gatekeep. The reason why certain people stay wealthy is because they teach their family how to be wealthy. They teach the people around them how to be wealthy. And another thing is, once you are able to teach people this, you will forever be wealthy, because someone down the line, like say if something happened to you, right? Someone down the line will remember what you did and say, oh, this person has always helped me out. And if they're in a position to help you out, they will help you out. So that's how I always think about it. What you do always comes back to you tenfold. So if you do bad to people, bad shit will happen to you. If you do good shit, then good shit will happen to you. So you see this credit union right here, right? That's a credit union. Those are the banks that you want to go to get the highest amount of funding. Build a relationship with the credit union. Don't always go to these main banks. Everybody wants to, oh, well, I got Wells Fargo and Chase. No, those accounts can get shut down at any minute, and they don't give a fuck who you are or nothing. I got my Chase account closed down, and they will not open it, and they won't even tell me why. But with some of these credit unions, they'll be more generous. They are literally here to give consumers credit. So yeah, think about it like that. Fifth and final thing is, do not over leverage yourself whenever you are first starting out with your credit. So what I mean by over leverage is, don't go and try to get 15, 20, or 30 cars on the auto loan. Of course you can do that. If you've ever seen videos about how you can go to dealerships or go to any credit card institution and you can shotgun your credit and get multiple accounts at one time, yes, you can do that, but you have to be strategic with it. Don't go get 50 auto loans on cars that will not cash flow you any money. You need to know your numbers. All this is an investing game. So once you become an investor, all you really need to look at is the numbers. It doesn't matter what vehicle it is. It doesn't matter if it's a home. It doesn't matter. What matters is, if you lend this money, how much will you get back? And I typically like to see, if I put 100K in, I want to make sure that I'm making my money back every single month, and money on top of that, so extra cash flow. So that's just a few tips that you can use to get yourself started in the credit game. The true way to get rich is by understanding the credit process and using it to your advantage. Yes, of course, you can go get as many phones as you want to, but you'll probably only make like $3,000. Then it'll go on your credit report, and you can't do anything besides repair it. Nobody knows how long it's gonna take for those items to come off. Some people say, oh, I can get everything removed in 7 days. If you do credit repair, you truly know that you have no control over what comes off. It comes off by you staying consistent and you following the process. That's simple. That's all it is. If you have bad credit and you need your credit repaired, make sure to DM us or click the link in the description to get started today.